the Any and Everything Show with your hosts, Jake and George.
Just like that, we are back.
Back again.
Still in a little bit of a food coma from that turkey gobble feast.
Tastes like chicken.
Are you not? Are you not in a food coma?
I think I'm recovered, Jake.
Yeah, it's true. I should be recovered.
Oh, comes tougher with old age.
It does. It does. Oh man. Well, welcome back. Good to have you. I hope you guys are getting back to the grind after a nice long weekend for Turkey Day.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of in that weird. We're in that weird time of the year where it's like you come right out of Thanksgiving, and then you have those few weeks right before Christmas, so no one's really locked in. They're in the holiday mindset come Thanksgiving.
You mean like they're just not locked in because they're waiting around for Christmas or whatever?
Yeah, it's kind of like a throwaway 2 months when it comes to work and stuff.
2 months.
I mean, two weeks, not 2 months.
Just wipe them off the calendar.
Yeah, it's not good to have these big holidays back to back like this.
They've only been doing it for
I know. I mean,
years and years, Jake.
I mean,
why hasn't anyone thought about this before?
I don't know. Those are the things you got to think about. But yeah, gearing up for Christmas, just like that.
I guess so.
Colder weather is moving in. It is chilly out every day. There's no longer
stuck in colder weather.
Yep. There's no longer a nice day, anymore. Like in November, you get a couple like nice days where it's.
Jake, we've never started off a podcast so negatively.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I really got to bring up the energy.
You know what? Maybe just hit him with the intro and Febreze it in here.
All right, fine. Well, welcome to episode 94 of the Any and Everything Show. Each episode, George and I, we get together, we open up a new beer, we review it, we talk about the beer, but we don't just talk about beer because that'd be a little nutty if you know what I mean. We talk about a little bit of any and everything because in this crazy, crazy world, there's just way too much to talk about. George, what do you think about that?
Jake, I think you are right.
Wow, thank you. Yeah, episode 94. Oh, no, this is episode 95.
Yikes.
Oh, my God.
The memory's already going, Jake.
Episode 95.
You're almost 30 and the memory's shot.
Sheesh. Well, it's just when we were, this is the most consistent we've been in a while. So it feels
this is the second week in a row.
It feels like we just recorded.
They all just blend together.
But yeah, let's bring out the beer. Let's get this.
Maybe that's what we need.
Yeah, let's get the show on the
up
road.
a little.
I know, it's true.
There you go, Jake.
Thanks.
So This week we have from Barrier Brewing Company, established 2009, Uncharted Waters. It is a double dry hopped. That's it. I guess it's an IPA.
It's a double dry hop.
DDH with Mosaic, Rakow, and Columbus hops. I'm gonna guess it's an IPA.
Columbus hops.
This can's not really giving me much information here. 7.8%.
Okay, yeah, it's gotta be.
It's brewed in conjunction with Vitamin C Brewing. Yeah, I don't really know what else to tell you. That's pretty much all the information we're getting from it. It's a nice looking can.
And I'll give you a first sip impression because while you were reading, I was sniffing and taking a sip, and a lot of flavor. Quite fruity. When you said vitamin C, I actually took a sip, and it reminded me a little bit of like a juice.
Yeah.
So definitely got some fruity punch to it.
Well, it's not so much fruit punchy.
It's sweet.
It's got a punch of fruit.
Oh yeah, a punch of fruit.
It's when you put it in that order. It sounds like you're describing it
as fruit punch.
Yeah.
It's sweet. I'm gonna give it a B- right now because I wasn't expecting a super sweet beer.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about what I was saying about the can. You don't really have any expectations, which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I guess it depends on how good the beer is. It's just not a lot of information going on the outside of the can. So I'm right there with you. The first sip was surprising in taste, but I think in a good way. So I'm going to go a little bit higher than you and go just a solid straight B.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's a collaboration or something. I can't figure it out. You're right. There's not enough
There's
information
nothing.
on here.
It didn't come in a box either, so it came in one of those classic little can clip tops,
Yep.
and you're just up to your own desires.
I guess that's
Let your imagination run wild. It's a nice looking can.
It is nice. Yeah.
Yeah, nice dusk sunlight setting over the ocean,
Yeah.
where you can also see the depths of the ocean.
The
You
scary
go right
depths.
from the purple black of a night sky, right down to the dark blue of the ocean blue. Bottom.
Yeah. So artwork is definitely nice. But like,
who knows what we're drinking?
Who knows?
We don't. All right, Jake. I don't know if you wanted to start with something this episode, but as you know, in our pre-show meeting,
Yeah.
I was spending some time agonizingly so trying to find what I was looking for.
Yeah. You were frustrated.
and came up short.
Yeah.
So what I was looking for was last week, I Google searched something along the lines of fact of the day
Fact of
or
the day.
daily fact of the day, fun fact of the day, something along those lines.
FOD.
And what Google gave me was like a random question.
Oh, okay.
So it was just like, do you know who invented baseball? And then if you refresh the page, it would give you a different random question.
All right.
That's
you
what it
can't
seemed,
find
and then
it.
it would answer it, and it was like a random fact.
Are you
question.
sure it wasn't question of the day?
You know what, Jake? I don't really know. Don't you trying to upstage me here?
I'm not. I'm trying to help you out here.
But I've in that failed search.
Yeah.
I've stumbled across something else.
Oh.
So, this is a list of 175 random facts so interesting you'll say, "Oh my god."
Oh my god.
Obviously, I'm not going to do 175 of them.
Yeah, I feel like you could always.
You feel like I could always do that?
No, I feel like you could always do one or two. You know,
Okay.
I mean, we're gonna be around for another 175 episodes. So
You're right. So, Jake, the first person convicted of speeding was going, how fast do you think?
wow, that's actually a really interesting question because I have no idea when police were even created.
I can give you a hint.
Yeah, give me
I
like
can
a
tell you what
timestamp.
what kind of car they were driving.
Okay, that might
A
help.
Benz.
Mercedes Benz.
A Benz.
All right. So how fast they're going? I'm gonna say they were going 59 miles an hour.
8 miles an hour. 8 single digits. According to the Guinness World Records, the first person to be charged with speeding was Walter Arnold of the English village of Paddock Wood, Kent, on January 28th, 1896.
The guy was going 8 and a 1.
Arnold was spotted going 4 times the speed limit in his 19th century Benz. But since the speed limit at the time was just 2 miles per hour, that meant he was not going too fast by today's standards. The constable had to chase him down on his bicycle, issuing a ticket for £4 and earning Arnold the speedy distinction.
Dang. Roadrunner Walt, they call him. He was a real risk taker.
Yeah, 4 times the speed limit. I'm surprised they caught him on that bicycle.
I'm surprised. Like, why even have cars at that point? You could walk faster. Like, why have a?
The speed limit was 2.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty early. So I don't know if the streets were super small. They had a lot of people walking in and out. They wanted those cars to be really cautious, but a 2 mile an hour speed limit does not give you a lot of wiggle room.
No.
You hit a little downhill.
Yeah, downhill, it's over.
You're screwed.
Doesn't say what the conditions were if he was going down or uphill.
Wow, that's a pretty good one. What year was that again? 18 what?
That was January. Just started the new year. January 28th, 1896.
Oh, well, it's the end of the year quota. Yeah, the guy had to.
New Year quota. He wanted to get him out of the way.
And you said it was like for £4 that ticket.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money back
Well,
then.
They had no standard to go off of. That was the first speeding ticket in the world. How much do we charge this guy? I don't know. How many times?
What's he got?
How many times was he going over the speed limit?
Oh, it was
4 times.
Wow.
£4.
Yeah. Yep, a
Char-
dollar.
dollar
dollar.
a multiple of the speed limit.
Wow. Well, I guess they've really raised their allowances since then, because now you can usually get away with about 10 miles an hour over a high speed limit.
He wasn't even going 10 miles an hour.
I know, that's what I'm saying, going over a speed limit, but poor guy.
Wasn't even going 10. He couldn't go over. He couldn't go 10 over the speed limit if he wanted
He
to.
sounds like he was an old man just because his name is Walter, but like
It was also 1896.
it was also 1896, so everyone was named Walter and like Reginald back then.
That's it, just Walters and Reginalds. Right
Yeah.
now?
All right, let's go. Give me one more because that was a good one.
Okay. I got 2. So pick one or two.
I said one more.
Pick one or two.
One.
One. No, not the best one.
Right.
I'm just kidding. All right. Goosebumps, Jake, are meant to ward off predators.
Oh. Yeah, I kind of do remember this.
You remember it?
Yeah. I kind of remember this fact.
Well, let me refresh your memory, unless you want to guess.
I think it's when it used to be like when your body sensed fear.
Why do we get goosebumps? In this physiological reaction, small muscles attached to individual body hairs contract, which leads to hair to stand on its end. We inherited this ability from our ancestors, in part as a way for our coat of body hair to capture air beneath it, and in that way retain heat. A physiologist and professor of zoology explained that it also caused our ancestors to appear bigger than they were, helping to ward off predators when they were frightened or on the defense. With modern humans having less body hair, goosebumps no longer cause us to look that much more intimidating.
Oh.
So goosebumps would fluff our body hair out, apparently.
Yeah, we
Like
were
a-
like
much
we were
like a
really
peacock.
old hairy people, right? Like
Yeah.
back in the day.
Apparently.
Okay, so it's like it's a peacock
But
defense mechanism.
not to attract mates, but to
ward off the
ward
enemy.
off predators or
Yeah. Now we
danger.
get it when we're chilly,
Chile.
when we're scared, or I guess when
We're
things feel really
trying
good,
to
right?
court a mate.
Yeah. Interesting how our body has adapted.
It is.
I'll tell you though, I was not chilly the other day.
Mm.
Megan and I came back from our little trip up to her house for Thanksgiving, and we have a central heating and cooling unit in our apartment, and we always keep it on auto. But sometimes at night, I like to run the fan on full, just like to keep the fan going all night, because I'm all about air circulation.
You run hot, Jake.
Yeah, I run hot, so I keep the house cool. And I had forgot to turn it off auto when we left, so the fan was just going. But in the morning, I must have turned it to heat because it was cold in here, but I never switched the fan setting. So, God bless. It was just running on a heat fan.
Oh.
And we left. And when we came back, we opened our front door, and it smacked us in the face. It was like getting into, like, you open the door to a sauna at the gym.
Yeah, or if you go to a grocery store, a lot of times have it. I feel like they have those double doors.
Yeah.
And they have the heat blowing right into that
That little corridor.
yeah,
Yeah. And as soon as you walk in from the outside,
you just get
it
slapped
just
at the
smacks you. And it hit us. We were like, oh my God, what the hell is going on? Walked in.
Imagine how your cats felt.
But yeah, that was they sucked down the water. That's for sure. We felt very bad, but I think the cats were loving it, actually. They were super cozied up. Maybe they liked the warm.
Yeah, I'm sure they were fine.
But we looked at the thermostat and it said 89. So it was boiling in here.
Like a Florida day down here.
But it gets a little worse, though, because I think the fan was running for so long that, like, I don't know if it was like a sensor thing or what, but we couldn't shut the fan off. We shut the fan system
Once
to
it runs
off.
for so long, it just stays on.
We don't know what happened. We shut the fan off. It kept running. We took the batteries out. We tried to reset it. Couldn't figure it out. All while being flustered coming in, you know, having a bunch
Sweating.
of stuff, and you have
Taking
dying.
layers of
Yeah,
clothes
well,
off,
I mean,
like wiping sweat from
we're
the brow.
in boxers, t-shirts, trying to get this. And we came back on a Sunday. We don't have maintenance here on a Sunday unless it's an emergency.
Huh.
And technically, it's not an emergency.
Are you sure?
Well,
Sounds like you could have got heat stroke.
we eventually did is we just shut the breaker, off for the AC unit. And
Opening the door didn't count.
oh well, we did.
Like,
We did.
Do you have
open-
to pay for heat in your apartment?
I had to pay for electricity.
Does that count? Is
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, just fucking let that baby run. Open up the door.
So we did
But-
open the door, let that cool air come in, shut the breaker off, and it took a few hours for it to really cool off. But we shut the breaker off, and now we woke up the following morning, turned it back on. It seems to work fine, but
Yeah.
it
So
was.
you think you left the fan running, and it just went
I
into
don't know.
autopilot?
It might have just like I don't know if it like sometimes it just
Maybe
says
it
like
overheated.
yeah, but it was no good, man. It was a. You know, I was getting so frustrated too because like
You know what doesn't help when you're frustrated and things aren't working is if it's
Sweating.
hot and it's sweaty and you're overheated.
oh
That does
my
not help
gosh,
with anyone's
dude.
patience level, I feel like.
And it was so annoying though because we would take the battery pack out of the thing. The lights would go off of the thermostat, no
Mhm.
numbers. It was just blank screen.
Mm-hmm.
Fan would just continue to run. I'm like, how is that possible?
What's telling it to run? I don't know.
Yeah. So that was there were no goosebumps when we came home for Thanksgiving.
Well,
full of turkey and
you weren't
just-
even scared?
I wasn't scared.
No,
I was
no
scared that I
goosebumps.
might tear the thermostat off the wall
Uh.
and be fine to not get our.
Surprised there's not a
security
hole in
deposit
the wall around here.
Yeah, I've never been a hole in the wall type of guy. Like I've never really lost my cool that much,
No.
but I'm afraid if I ever do,
A hole's going to be in
a
the wall.
hole will be made.
Only time will tell, Jake.
Because it's always a cool story, right? Like,
Is it?
I don't
is
know.
it?
Like usually, like you go to like a friend's house and like if they have like older brothers or whatever, and you always see like there's like always one patch somewhere in like the basement where it's just like yeah, we just got crazy and we just nailed it into the wall.
Does that make it a good story?
Uh,
It sounds like you're talking about someone specific.
no, I mean I've just been to a bunch of people's houses where there's always a patch somewhere.
Every house I've been to's got a patch.
Yeah. Usually there's always in a circumstance where someone loses it, hits a wall. Casey's punched many walls. There's been walls in Ty's basement that have been punched. There's just we've been around a lot, I guess, of
Of hotheads. Huh?
hurt walls.
Of people who can't keep their cool.
Yeah. Get it together, guys. But how was your turkey day? Were you stuffed? Were you satisfied?
I was stuffed with stuffing and turkey and cranberry sauce and
Yeah, you have your
biscuits and green beans and
I always forget about the biscuits. I always think about the meal. And then
the biscuits.
They come in
and
at
the
the end.
rolls are the best part, Jake.
yeah, they walk in at the end with a basket.
The end.
Well, no, at the end of like when everything's being served, like when they're bringing stuff to the table, you're like, oh, this looks delicious, and then like, oh, one more thing, and they bring out, and then they just lift that towel, right, that covers the biscuits and the bread, and then that's
You know, around some parts, Jake, your nickname is Biscuit.
yeah, it's true, and I
And
kind
you
of wish
forget about the biscuit. So
I wish that would stick.
it could stick right now. This could be. We can make it. I can make a proclamation, Jake.
The Biscuit and George show.
Whoa, change the name completely. Our names aren't even in the title now.
Now it is
You
the
think
the Biscuit Boys.
now you're lumping me in with your tomfoolery. But the biscuits and the rolls are the best part, Jake, because then you make the little turkey sandwich.
I know. Like we were talking
Gotta
about that
make the
last
sandwich.
episode, making the sandwich, and I never even thought twice about
You just
the
let it
key
slide by,
component
Jake.
to the.
You know what? Things happen on your birthday,
That's true.
and you're more forgetful now at 29.
Yeah, I'm almost 30.
That's what I'm saying.
Not even close though.
Not even close. Couldn't be further away.
Really true.
You could never be further away from 30 than you are now.
It's true. That is unfortunately very true. But like, does 30 feel like a big birthday to you?
No. But then again, I'm still 28.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. I've never thought of like 30 when people are like, "Oh wow, that guy's 30." Like I always hear of.
That's because you haven't been 30 yet.
I guess so. But like, I don't know. It's people are like, "Oh, what are we gonna do for your 30th?" I'm like,
It's just a nice round number with a zero in it.
yeah, that's true. Any excuse to throw a party, right?
But like, the last big birthday is like 25 because then you can rent a car.
Right.
And then, like, what's the next big birthday? 40? Is 40 over the hill? Is that when you can start getting over the hill stuff? Or is it 50?
Over the hill.
Might be 50.
I don't know, actually.
Because, like, if it's 50, then you have to live a whole nother lifetime after your last significant birthday.
Mm-hmm.
25, you can rent a car, and then it's just nothing.
Yeah.
No birthday is significant after that,
Yeah, then it's every 10 years.
I guess.
Whatever.
30, Jake, here you come.
Yeah, here it is.
You are less than a year away.
Yeah, I'm excited though. I
the
feel like
stash makes you look older.
Oh, it's true. I am rocking the stash.
You already look 30.
Yeah, I kind of like the stash. Even though it's not November anymore, I've been doing it for the Movember Men's Health Month.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of dig the stash a little bit. Like, part of me really likes
How
it.
much longer is it going to stick around?
I don't know, maybe New
To
Year?
the new year?
Maybe New Year, yeah.
To the 30th?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe if the time...
Well, Jake, let's be honest. Is it totally up to you? If it sticks around forever?
It's not up to me. I mean, Megan doesn't love it.
Mm.
But
it can grow on her just like it grew on you, Jake.
Yeah, hopefully not physically, but she's known I've done it for the past few years, so she's used to it.
Right. But she's used to it for only a month's period of time.
That's why I'm trying to stretch it out a little bit.
Extend it a little bit.
Then in 6 months she'll look up and she'll not even remember what I looked like.
And then if you ever shave it, it'll be like, oh, I don't even recognize you anymore.
But I don't want like a huge bushy mustache.
Mm-hmm. You want to keep it right where it is?
Yeah, like that guy from Jumanji. The
big bush
yeah,
one.
bushy.
Oh, I thought you were talking about how you want it to look.
No. I kind of like it to just be like thick, distinct, but not like huge caterpillar like.
Mm-hmm.
A
lip sweater.
Yeah, a lip sweater. I like that. I've never heard that before.
What? How much maintenance you got to put into that bad boy now?
Honestly, less than the beard.
Really?
Because the beard, I would have to keep that a certain length, and then trim around the areas where I didn't want the hair.
Mm-hmm.
But now I just take a zero. But
that's because you're not at the full-on caterpillar yet.
Yeah, I mean,
Eventually
you're
gonna have to trim it.
I trim just above the lips
Right.
a little bit. 'Cause
Right.
I don't like when it starts to get into my mouth with like drinking and eating. But I haven't really done too much. I ran a quick 5 over it, just to keep it a little bit tame.
You got your numbers down, do you?
Yeah, you gotta.
All right, Jake. Because you laughed so hard at my lip sweater, I'm going to give you some other names you can call it.
A mustache? Nice.
Yeah, maybe it can sway Meg in the right direction. Maybe she doesn't like the word mustache. Maybe that's more of the thing.
I think it's more of a physical experience.
I've heard people call it stash or musty.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of musty.
But how about the fellow crow?
Mm.
This is assuming is a play on mustaches looking like Velcro. So, like a fella. Like a fellow.
A fellow crow?
A fellow crow. No? Not thinking that. All right.
It's all right.
Lip foliage.
Oh, lip foliage is good.
If you didn't laugh out loud at this definition, then you are indefinitely more mature than I was when I first read it. Lip foliage rightfully suggests that the mustaches are both natural entities, but also in need of maintenance.
Okay.
You
wouldn't
let a tree grow roots in your flower patch. You wouldn't let the bushes go untrimmed. Why would you let your mustache consume your face? Take control of your lip foliage before it's too late, Jake.
Yeah, that's a good one. Lip foliage is good.
What about grass grin?
Grass grin?
What about face lace? What about bristle batons?
That one's pretty good. I don't really know what that means, but it's hilarious.
What about mustachio?
Mustachio is all right.
What about upper lipholstery?
That's fantastic. That's a good band name.
What about misplaced eyebrow?
That's pretty good. Misplaced eyebrow.
Dirt squirrel.
Dirt squirrel? That sounds very...
I can't explain this one. Maybe this type of mustache looks like the tail of a squirrel. I don't know. But then where does the dirt part come from? All I know is the guy that played Richard on Friends had a great dirt squirrel, apparently. So it's a real thing that I'm not making up.
I think I talked about him last time I had a mustache.
You might have.
He has an unbelievable mustache.
He does.
His isn't like full on bushy. His is pretty distinct. But like when you have a mustache like that, I feel like you've made the statement that you're like that's your look for good.
It's tough to go back.
You know what I mean? Like after you establish that kind of look.
Like Phil's dad
No, that's true too.
has a pretty big mustache.
Yeah.
And he's had it as long as I've known him, which is since like 6th grade, maybe, something like that. So that's his look. If he ever shaved the mustache, I don't know if I'd recognize him.
That's a good point. Like I don't think I'll ever fall into that. But when's it too late? When's too late, you know?
I don't know. You can also call it the nose bug, the soup strainer or tea strainer, the lip rug, the lip luggage, lip sweater, the lower brow, the manometer.
Wait, lip sweater was on there? I thought you made that up.
I've heard it before.
Oh.
The caterpillar, the bromo, the cookie duster, the handlebars, the lip dolly, the lip luggage, lip cap, the womb broom, whiskers.
You can't just slip over womb groom.
Womb broom.
Womb broom?
Yeah.
Like the womb of
a female.
Of a female?
Yeah.
And the broom of my face?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because that's where your face would be.
I get it.
The snot mop, the snot catcher. That's pretty much all of them.
I think honestly,
Mr. Tickler,
ooh, that's good. I think honestly, lip sweater is my favorite
the crumb catcher,
because it's simple. and
facial
it's,
fur. All right,
It's right for the time. Lip sweater.
that's right.
I
I know it's getting chilly out, Jake. It's time to
time
put
for
on
that lip sweater.
Time to put on the lip sweater.
I like it. Innocent. It makes it sound more innocent too.
Then what?
Like the
Then
stash.
Then womb broom. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
the womb broom. I like my womb broom. So I was I had a conversation with Megan about how often, like, what's the appropriate amount of times you're able to use a towel before it's time to wash.
Are we talking about like a shower towel?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
because sometimes I lose track.
Okay.
You know, because my routine would be I dry off, do my teeth and my hair while I'm still in the towel. Then I go into my room, change. I'll leave my
With the towel.
I'll leave my towel on the back of the closet door.
Mm-hmm.
And next morning I'll grab it off the closet, bring it to the bathroom. It's just like a never-ending cycle.
See now. Well, I guess I'll let you finish.
Now and I lose track. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know.
This is day 7.
If this could
2.
be my 3rd day of doing this. Because like sometimes Megan will take the towels without me knowing, do a load of them, and then have them already
just
replaced.
end up right back there.
Yeah, so sometimes I lose track.
Right.
But I don't know. I feel like if you do a good job in the shower,
The towel should be
the
pretty
shower
clean.
should be good, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
That was my
Argument.
I mean, if you think about it, it probably should be more often.
Mm-hmm. What are we saying here? What's your number?
Like, I think it's okay to do 10 days.
Whoa, that's a lot of days.
That's a lot, I know. But you're just drying off.
Yeah, no, I'm
not scrubbing anything
not
when I'm getting
faulting
dried.
any of your logic behind it, but it's like I was almost gonna say that, like I wash my towels probably once every week, so probably more like once every 5 to 6 days. When I do my laundry, I just grab the towel and throw it in there.
Yeah.
So whether I'm doing lights or darks, I have a tan and a dark blue towel, so it goes with that load, the appropriate load. So I'm probably washing my towel every 5 to 6 days, which is probably every 5 to 6 showers.
Yeah, so I'm like doubling you.
Almost. And I don't think I go more. I never like miss. If I'm doing laundry, which I do once a week, I never not include my towel. So my towel doesn't make it for like a second week.
Got it.
You know?
Yeah. And that's probably right.
People will probably say less. People will probably say you should only use it 2 or 3 times. What did Meg say?
Megan likes the every 4 days or so.
Yeah. People will probably say every 2 or 3.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, because there's probably more than just this. Like from what I think is getting on the towel, it's probably dead skin.
Definitely some dead skin.
Like,
and you probably miss.
Yeah, you're drying. You're drying in some places that you're probably not washing 100%. So I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But you're just drying off. Most of the work's done in the shower.
No, I get it, Jake.
But it's a conversation that has to be had.
Does it? Well, how often do you wash your sheets?
Sheets is much more often.
Much more often than your towel?
No, much more often than I think is standard. I think we probably wash our sheets every 2 weeks.
That's a lot. I probably go
2-3 weeks. I think 3 weeks.
I probably go
is
2
max.
to 3 months.
Yeah. I think it's just because
I don't know
I think it's because we do more laundry. Like, we're throwing in a load. Let's just take our sheets off.
See, I feel like I have to wash my sheets. Well, when I wash my sheets, I do my blanket, my pillowcases, and that's like its own load. I can't throw anything in there with there.
You're throwing the whole blanket in there?
Yeah, at times. You never wash your blanket?
Not in. We probably have to go to a laundromat to do that.
What, you got California King in there?
No, but I don't think we could fit an entire quilt in our washing machine.
Well, I just have one blanket, one sheet, 4 pillowcases.
And that all goes in.
All goes in.
That's
in a normal.
And there's no struggle for your washing machine. Like, it's just a standard.
No, it's even got a setting, bulky bedding.
It's got a. Yeah, see, we're missing the
bulky / bedding.
We're missing the bulky bedding setting.
Clearly,
because that'd be great.
Yeah, so I probably should wash my sheets more often. It probably is more like every 3 months or so I wash my sheets. But I'm not getting into my bed very often dirty. Like same argument for your towel argument is.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Even if I have the dirtiest, sweatiest day I could possibly have, whatever I'm doing, I'm probably showering, or I'm at least showering at some point before I get into bed.
Yeah, that's a good point. I would say I'm probably 50-50 split on that. Showering at night and morning.
Well, I'm actually a morning showerer. So I guess actually I do get into bed dirty sometimes.
But in the cases where, like in the cases if we work out at night.
Like today. Today all I did was go to work, drove here, didn't break a bead of sweat all day. Maybe my pits stink a little, but not really.
That's just the natural day, you know?
Yeah. Probably grossing some people out. You with your 10-day towels and me with my 3-month bedding.
We are guys, too.
It's true. And as of right now, I don't live with anyone, so I'm just a guy in my bed in my towel.
That's a great point. If it was just me,
that towel would
with
never
towels
get washed.
And sheets,
that towel would last a month.
We could do a month on the towels, 6 months on the sheets. No problem.
Easy. I wouldn't even blink an eye.
And Megan likes to change the sheets for seasonal reasons too.
Oh.
Like we just transitioned into a little heavier sheet, that flannel action.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Which makes me sweat like a motherfucker.
But then your sheets get washed again right there.
Yeah.
So I have the same sheets and blanket year round.
Yeah. Just wait. That'll change.
Yeah, it'll come.
All right, let's go to break real quick.
Oh, speaking of living on my own and changing sheets for a girl and whatnot, I meant to say that this beer was bought by my girlfriend Ariana. This is from I think universally our favorite beer store. I don't know about you, Jake, but I'm speaking for you.
It is pretty solid.
Yeah, Friendly Beer in Greenwood Lake. What a selection!
It's almost overwhelming.
Yeah, there's a lot. But we went there the other day just to pick up a beer, and I grabbed these for the podcast, and she kindly paid for them. So,
wow. Thank you.
Thank you,
Blood.
Blood.
Thank you very much.
So, Jake, before halftime, a word for the Barrier Brewing Company Uncharted Waters.
I'm just going to go juicy. It's still giving me that juicy vibe. Yeah, I'm sticking with the juicy. Almost giving me it's not like a fruit punch type juice, but it's almost like it's giving me a little bit of a Sex on the Beach, like a thicker fruity drink.
I don't think I've ever had a sex on the beach.
They're pretty good. It's peach. It's peach flavored.
I do like peach.
Do you like
flavor.
peach?
I love peach. Peach rings.
I know. I just had my first. You were with me when I had my first peach ring, and I couldn't even believe I've never had them before.
I don't know how I ever lived my life.
They're unbelievable.
My word is going to be undertow.
Dang, that's good. That's a good one.
I don't really. I could use undertow correctly in a sentence, but I couldn't define it for you. But how I'm going to use it is, on the surface, you got all this can.
Looks calm.
All this
Pizzazz.
artistry with no definition.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get in there, take
good.
a sip, and you just get sucked right under. And all this flavor kind of comes out of nowhere.
It's much better than mine. That's a good one.
Thank you, Jake.
Real deep.
Not too deep.
Yeah, not too deep because you have to get the undertow.
That's right.
All right, stick around because we got a bunch more to talk about.
Bunch.
My favorite TV show is finally back.
Wow.
I have an app idea.
Oh.
And is Jake going to get any and everything show tattoo?
Whoa.
Stick around to find out.
Live on air.
Live on air. We'll be right back. Or you can just skip forward. Like,
you don't want to listen to Jake.
Yeah, we'll go live on Instagram when I get a tattoo. All right, we'll be right back.
Okay.
And we're back.
Just like that.
Easy, painless break.
Stainless.
I was in a bind the other day.
Okay.
Didn't realize where we were on our toilet paper inventory.
Oh, that could you could run into some issues in that situation.
So Megan had left for work.
Uh-huh.
I just finished my coffee,
Mm-hmm.
and it was time. So went into the bathroom. I saw that there was no toilet paper. She had mentioned it before she left, and I was like, all right, no problem. I'll bring in a roll when I go, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Looked up, nothing. Nothing in the inventory.
Uh-oh.
Luckily, we have a little convenience store downstairs. Doesn't have many things, but does have toilet paper. Whew. Went down, grabbed 2, came back up.
Did your business?
Did the business. You know, beggars can't be choosers in this situation.
Right.
But it's one ply.
I see.
And I guess...
Didn't know Jake was such royalty.
Yeah, it sounds bad, but like not using 1 ply for so long, like living that luxurious life of at least 2 ply.
Yeah.
Going to 1 ply.
At least 2 ply.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we're living on
3 ply. It's like wiping with a blankie.
No, I think 2 ply is just what we get. But the difference between 2 ply and 1 ply,
yeah, I agree,
is it's unbelievable.
My parents would always get 2 ply, and then I remember once, I don't know why, I don't know if it was on a super cheap sale or my dad just got the wrong thing, but we got 1 ply, just out of the blue, out of nowhere. So I was just a kid, just looking to go to the bathroom and wipe like every other time,
Mm-hmm.
and then this one time it's just like, what's on this roll? It's like not even toilet paper. It feels like
It's thinner than tissue paper.
maybe.
Mine is. I don't even know if mine is a ply at that point.
Oh, no ply,
Half a ply?
no ply. Half a star or superstar.
So if there's anything you're gonna spend money on, like when it comes to
You think toilet paper's the move?
house supply, no, I think it's not the move to skimp out on. Oh no, if you're gonna spend money on, I think.
I don't know the prices, but if
You
it's
can't-
that much cheaper, it's probably worth 1 ply. You just fold it. You get to make your own 2 ply.
Yeah, but you're still using more.
Using more, but what if it's that much cheaper? I don't know, Jake.
I snuff at the 1 ply when I walk past it in the grocery store.
Now you do. You didn't know what you were snuffing at until now.
It's true. It's like once you, it's that old saying: once you fly first class, you're gonna do everything in your power to fly first class again.
Is that the saying?
It's probably not the same, but I've heard.
I was waiting for a rhyme there.
I've heard people talk about that, where it's like,
I flew first class once.
and it really makes you want to keep flying it. It's like that taste. You get that taste of luxury.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I've heard it's amazing.
Have you ever
Nope.
tried?
We're gonna
Did it
try
one
to
time?
we're gonna try and do it for our honeymoon, but or at least business class.
What's the difference?
I think first class you get like I think like a really good treatment, and then like business class I think just has like nicer seats, more room. But first class, you might get like your own like close-in pod.
So I didn't get the pod. I got it was like 2 seats, and they're big. They're like lazy boys.
Yeah.
And then it was like unlimited drinks, and they brought you like a warm hand towel, and it was nice.
Mm-hmm. Separated from the rest of the crowd by that curtain.
Draw the curtain and give me my hand towel.
Those peasants can suffer.
I flew it once, and I'll never make eye contact with anyone else I'm sitting with on the airplane back in our coach.
Yeah, it's so funny that like 10 feet separating you from another person who's flying.
Don't even try and look past. Don't even look up here.
Put your headphones back.
Put your headphones back and find your seat back there in 9B. All right.
The headphones that they had to pass out to you that are like pieces of plastic that have no ear coverings.
Yeah.
Well, I put my ear mask on, or my eye mask and my
that's provided to me by the airplane company.
Velvet eye mask with
my unlimited alcoholic drinks.
And 8.5 feet away from you.
Yeah. Don't even look up here.
Yeah, that's the life, huh?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
But what the fuck was I just gonna say? Just gonna say something. I love when that happens.
That you forget stuff?
I love when that happens.
You were talking about 1-ply toilet paper.
Yeah, I know that. Then we were talking about first class.
No, you said it's like when you fly first class. You never want to fly anything but first class.
Yeah.
Then you're going to try and go on your honeymoon.
Yeah. Like, I know what we were talking about, but when you were talking, I had something in my head that I was going to say.
That's a bummer, Jake. All right, well, you teased 3 things before the break.
Yeah.
Why don't you get into one of those?
Yeah, my favorite show is back. Life is Good. Dexter is back on TV.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. I saw the ad or something.
It's not everyone's favorite show, but I watched it in college, and it was one of those shows where I got to see every Sunday. Like, it wasn't a show that you could just binge.
Oh, you watched it as it came out?
Yeah, so as the season was coming out, every Sunday night, showtime, I was there, 9 p.m., getting the whole serial killer vibe, the whole experience. And, it was a very disappointing end of the show. The middle seasons were kind of crappy. The season finale that was about, years and years ago was absolutely terrible.
I think they said like 8 years ago or something.
Yeah, it was one of the worst season finales I've ever seen on a TV show. Wow. I know it was one of my favorite TV shows, so It was a huge letdown.
And it still has you coming back.
Yeah, well, they didn't know how to end it, really. So
apparently not. They have to bring it back.
Yeah, they kind of left it out, really. Like, they didn't close any holes. They left a lot of openings. But the way that they're coming back with it is really, really good.
You don't even know that.
I'm 3 in. I'm 3 episodes in.
Oh, okay.
So
you do know that.
I'm on Sunday number 3 of watching it as it comes out. And I got to say, I do really enjoy the not being able to just sit down in one span and
watch
just
like 6
watch,
episodes in a row.
Because like it makes you more invested in that episode because you know that like,
and it actually makes you want like sometimes I feel like if I'm watching a show just back to back to back, it's like the cliffhanger isn't so much of a hanger. It's like a small little ledge that I know.
It's like, oh, nice. I see what they did there. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah, let's find out what happens right now. It's like it's not really a cliffhanger. It's just like a little ledge that I just kind of step off of into the next episode.
Because the cliffhangers of like
you
shows,
gotta, like, wait all
that's
week.
why it's so good. Because when there's a cliffhanger, you're like, wait, what?
I have to wait till next week.
It's like 7 days.
Yeah.
So I'm pumped. I just loved everything about the show, and it was originally out, so it's very nostalgic. One thing I am pissed about, they got rid of like the intro song and like the famous Dexter intro and everything. It was one of my favorite parts of the show. That bummed me out a little bit, but no, it's good. I'm enjoying it. But
I know Ari likes it a lot, and she tried to. I mean, you talked about it forever.
Yeah,
and she said I should watch it, and I watched maybe like 2 or 3 episodes, and that's it.
Yeah.
I never really.
But like shows,
it didn't hook me right away. Maybe
shows are like that though.
Yeah,
like a lot of people get mad when people don't get into a show that you love, just because like it might not be for them. Like there are some really good shows out there that people say I have to watch, and I've seen like a season of, and I'm like I don't get what the pull is.
Yeah,
like because I started Game of Thrones, and Game of Thrones is a huge series. Like people raved about it.
Right.
I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a chance.
Right.
I'm gonna sit down because I'm not a huge medieval dragons, all this kind of stuff. And they're like, dude, I'm telling you, after three episodes, game over. You're gonna be hooked.
No.
I watched the first season. Almost the first season. I'm not even done with the first season, and I'm like, it's good.
Didn't get you.
But like, I'm not like addicted to it.
Yeah.
I don't know how shows do that. Like when shows are able to, like,
You don't know how Dexter does it to you.
I know, but like that's, I think when you find shows that do that to you, it really sets up your expectation for other shows because like you know how like engulfed you are in a TV show. So when another TV show doesn't do that for you, it kind of just is like, all right, on to the next, because there's so much out there, which was going to lead me to my app idea.
Oh.
There's so much out there that if you're not hooked, remember I was talking about last episode, if you're not hooked,
we did just talk about this
in the first
2 episodes.
10 seconds of social media episode of a TV show, on to the next, you got someone else's attention.
Yeah, that's the TikTok culture. The Vine.
Yeah, like
6 seconds.
My first 2 words of last episode, I was like, well, goddamn. I don't even know what I said the first 2 episodes.
Didn't even stick with you. It wasn't important.
Yeah, see? So I want to, I'm pumped that Dexter's back. But after I saw my episode of Dexter, I'm like, I was, I was pumped that I just saw the end of the episode, good cliffhanger. I'm like, oh man, I need to keep watching a TV show. What can we watch? But then you have all these apps now. You got all these apps. You got Netflix, Hulu, Showtime, HBO, Disney Plus, Peacock.
Discovery
everything.
Plus. Every channel has ESPN Plus. Every channel has its own plus.
It's insanity. Yeah. And I always lose track on what shows are on what like apps. You know what I mean? It's like, wait, what TV show were they talking about? Is that on Hulu or is that Showtime? I can't remember. And cable TV has a guide where you can see what's on what channel.
True.
They need to make an app or something on your phone that lists out all of the subscription guides. Like, so like it lists Hulu, Netflix, all this, so that you can click into it to see what their shows are without having to go into like the actual app.
Well, so
unless there's already something out there, because if there is, I need to find out.
Well, I know that because Ari has a Fire Stick in her room.
Oh, okay.
So the Amazon Fire Stick, and if you turn it on, it's like a home screen. Like if you have a smart TV or even your phone, I mean, you turn it on, it just has like all the apps listed as a home screen. That suggests some shows and movies that you can watch through Amazon Plus or Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
But then you can search. So if you search, I don't know, Dexter, and then it'll say like watch now on Amazon Prime. And then if you don't have Amazon Prime, usually there's a button next to it that says more ways to watch. And you can click on that, and then it'll show you if you can rent it, if you can watch it on Netflix, stuff like that.
I need that. I need some sort of search feature, because like,
so Amazon's already got it. I don't know if they have an app for it though.
All right. So there's something out there.
Something.
But I need it because there's information overload.
I mean, it could still be a good app idea.
Yeah, I just don't know how you would make it like easy to use. Like I don't know how it would be.
You would also have
laid out.
It would have to be like a search bar.
Yeah, just be like what show you're looking for, or like top shows, and it'll show you like the top, 10 most watched shows like currently on all streaming things, and like you click on it and it'll tell you if it's available on.
Speaking of being like disappointed,
let's do it.
In a top 10 show, it was like Squid Games.
You were disappointed?
I just, I watched it. I didn't watch it right away. I saw it on the top 10 trending, and then I heard everyone talk about it, and then I watched it. So like all the hype just kept going up.
That's true too.
At the ceiling. And then I watched it, and it was like, oh, that was a good show.
I think that's what happened to me with Game of Thrones, but I do want to hear.
That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
it was a really good show. Everything about it was good. Like the ending was even like okay. Like,
ending was all right.
The ending wasn't the best.
Thrilled with the ending, but I think but
like everything about the show was above average.
Yeah, solid show.
Solid, good show. Nothing great about it.
That's what happens with like these binging shows. It's like just watch the entire season of Squid Games in 13 hours. Here's what you have to know. It's the best show ever. And then it's like, all right, well then.
Well, it wasn't the best, but it was it was worth. I wouldn't.
It's
it was
worth
worth my time.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was
but that's
good.
what happens. Everything's so instant that like there's a million reviews on everything within the first 24 hours of like a release.
Yeah.
Like that's just where everything
Well,
is going.
You can't ever Google anything about the show you're watching because you're gonna get spoiled right away.
I know. And
but you know who does it a lot is Ari.
So is Megan. Megan looks up the last episode of TV shows to see what happens.
Well,
I think it's actually a psychotic behavior. I think
her
it's actually,
her thing is that she gets really invested in characters.
I need to know if this person dies.
Yes.
Oh my.
So like Uncut Gems.
Oh, yeah,
Adam Sandler.
Fantastic movie.
She was like, she didn't really want to watch it in the beginning, I don't think, and then she like really kind of liked it, and then we all know what happens at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Brought tears to her eyes.
Oh yeah.
And she said it was the worst movie she's ever seen, and like was mad at me for making her watch it because she like she grew to like Adam Sandler so much, the character that he played, and then
spoiler.
Spoiler, he gets shot in the head, and she just crushed her day.
So that began
No, she always kind of did it.
Oh, okay. Did she know though?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was a huge shock to me too. Like I was watching it, and for those of you who didn't watch it, you know this degenerate gambler almost.
Yeah.
Loser. Even though he's successful in life, but losing all these bets, losing. Finally hits one when his life depends on it.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's happy. Even the guys who were gonna kill him are like, "Oh, he fucking did
Yeah.
it!" Like everyone's like, "Oh, we made it out. All right, now let us out." They open up and just kill him right in the head, shoot him right in the head. I'm like, "Oh, I thought we made it out the."
But those type of endings are so good.
I thought it was a great movie, but yeah. So if we watch like a show and she really likes, I don't know, Adam Sandler's character, she'll like, I hope he doesn't die.
Oh
again.
yeah.
Or like The Walking Dead, like every character dies.
Yeah.
But Seamus, her brother, is way ahead in Walking Dead, and like told us one of the characters died. She's like, I don't even want to watch it.
That's true. That when people do spoil shows that you're currently watching, it is a kick in the balls.
That's true too. But if you think the show you're watching getting spoiled is a kick in the balls and you don't want to watch the show anymore, don't spoil it for yourself.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
But
no, yeah, I'm glad you watched Squid Games because it was really good.
Glad I did.
Yeah.
Were you a producer?
No, but I think it's now that I watched it on Netflix, like all of my recommended shows, or a lot of my recommended shows, are like foreign shows. And I've been actually watching a lot of really good foreign TV shows and movies. I think just because they're all recommended to me now. But I don't know. I think people got to give them more of a chance because they're always don't want to
foreign shows.
Yeah, just
I think
movies
people
and
just
TV
don't
shows.
like the having to read.
Yeah, and I've
like,
gotten used to it. I can't do the dub over. I can't have them talk in English when they're speaking.
That was
like
Games,
Norwegian or like
Squid Games was like that.
I kept the subtitles on.
So you let it talk in Korean?
Yeah, it was all in, and I just read the subtitles.
Oh,
because it was just like that with Narcos. I watched Narcos, which is actually it's new out now, but I got really used to reading the subtitles with Narcos.
But like I keep subtitles on if it's like a night movie, like in the living room or in bed or something.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I have subtitles on. Like if I can't have the movie at the proper volume, I almost always leave the subtitles on. So I'm almost just totally used to it at this point.
So I think it's
but some
people
can't even watch like the movie with subtitles on.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say. You got to open your mind to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
Just give it a try, because you'll find a lot of really cool series and like these independent movies that are foreign movies from China. Like I watched a couple of like Norwegian films that are really, really good.
You're really branching out.
That's just because they're all suggested to me. It's like, oh, because you watched this movie, here's 2 more, and it's like, oh, cool. I watched like a lot of cool true crime, like drama series that are like one was in Switzerland, another one was like maybe Iceland, but they're really good. You just gotta read. But if you don't want to read, then I can completely understand why.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch a movie here, and you're trying to make me read.
But it also helps you be more invested because, like, if you miss like 30 seconds, like fuck.
Well, that's why I don't.
What
That's
did
why I
just
don't
say?
like to. I leave the dub.
Oh yeah,
over.
just in case.
Because like
You
you
look
can
down.
hear it most of the time. It's just like reading it kind of helps.
Yeah, you look down for 30 seconds and you got no dub.
It's over.
That's not a dub. That's an L.
It's a good one, Jake.
Yeah, thank you. I've been working on that.
You're thinking
Oh,
of getting
yeah.
some ink.
Yeah, I was on TikTok, and there's just so many stupid videos on TikTok, and you just keep scrolling. Like one person, it was one of those TikToks where it's just like, go ahead, go do it. Do that one thing that you think is dumb, or that people might think is dumb, but you really want to do. And like, it had like a sound underneath it, but then there was text, and it was like, go ahead, go do that. Go get that insignificant tattoo
Yeah.
that you've always wanted to get. And some person got like a little, I think it was like an apple or something, or a lemon on their like wrist.
Was it
And it
Casey?
I don't know who it was, but it was just like, I just like lemons. And they just got a little lemon. I was like, damn, I should just get fucking our logo somewhere. And it got me thinking, I'm like, well, I just get a little microphone somewhere.
We're not a microphone anymore, Jake.
Oh, yeah, right. Or not. That would have been good. That would have been good to know.
Good thing you didn't like go get it
Shit.
over the weekend.
But I do like this little microphone here.
True, but that's not our logo
It's
anymore.
not a logo anymore.
But like that's not even so insignificant.
Yeah, that's true.
Like it's not like, oh, I just like microphones, or oh, I just like lemons.
right.
Like we've podcasted now for I don't know 2 years.
yeah, a couple
more
years.
than 3 years almost. I feel like
yeah.
something crazy. I could actually probably look it up, but it's a significant part of our lives.
Yeah, so
I think
I
a tattoo would commemorate.
commemorate. I think so.
Commemorate.
I think it's commemorate. I
Just
think
doesn't
you're right.
sound right anymore.
After we've said it like 3 times, not even that long.
Commemorate.
Commemorate, you think?
That's what you think.
Well, that's what we both think. Yeah.
Okay.
Recall and show respect for.
Yeah. So I mean, I say do it, Jake.
I think I might.
If you do it, then I'll do it.
Man, I think it'd be cool. I don't know where would I get it. I wouldn't make it too big.
It'd also have to be a pint. Wouldn't
Yeah, it would be our little pint with
Yeah.
the maybe we'll do the font with it. That'd be cool.
do it on your neck.
Who knows? Yeah, right underneath my ear. No, it's an idea.
It's an idea.
But like people, I mean, I think the generation of like, tattoos are gonna ruin your future is so.
No, as long as you don't get
As long as you don't get like,
fucked over your eyebrow or something.
yeah, maybe I won't put the pint like on my forehead.
Right.
I
I think people respect tattoos.
Yeah, it's always fun little stories.
Right.
I mean, if I'm just getting this pint right
And
here,
if you can cover it in shorts and a t-shirt, or not, I see you wearing shorts.
that would make a cool tattoo, right?
Yeah, Jake, I'm saying it's not a bad tattoo. But if you can cover it
Next thigh?
in a suit,
Yeah,
or at least pants and a shirt, then you're fine. I think no one's gonna really judge those tattoos as much as they did in the past.
I'm gonna do it.
All right.
I don't know when, but I'm gonna do
If
it.
you do it, Jake, I'll do it after you.
All right. I think just the pint would be cool.
For those of you who don't know our logo, check out our
Yeah.
Instagram, Any and Everything Show, on Instagram, of course. You can check out our website, anyandeverythingshow.com, where you will find all of our merch.
Christmas is coming up, baby.
Christmas is coming. We have coasters, t-shirts, tank tops, sweatshirts,
stickers,
hats, beanies, stickers,
socks.
If there's something, mugs for hot chocolate and coffee.
Mm.
If there's an article of clothing that you would desire,
Let us know.
and you really just like our pint logo like Jake does,
We got people.
we're more than happy to put it on something for you.
Yep.
Let us know. But yeah, so check out our Instagram or our store or both.
Yeah. There may be
Something for you.
Yeah, maybe we'll put our the tattoo artwork up there for you to take to your local tattoo artist.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned it on this tease of last episode that I got denied my first beer purchase,
Yes, you did.
but I never told the story.
Oh. Did you not?
I don't think I did. I think I teased it, and then I never talked about it. But I texted George, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe it was about a month ago, and I was like, I just got denied my first ever beer purchase in 10 years. I mean,
you didn't even get denied when you were 16, 17.
I know, without an ID. There were a couple times where I was able to get beer when I was a youngster, when I shouldn't have been buying beer.
Like we said last episode, Jake, you got a hairline and you've been growing a beard since 8th grade.
Yeah, so I've been able to get away with some things. But apparently, you're not allowed to buy non-alcoholic beer without an ID.
Well, I do know that non-alcoholic beer has a low percentage of alcohol in it.
Yes, but the one I was going to buy had 0% alcohol in it. Because I was looking for a beer that I could have during the week that didn't have alcohol in it, just to like be able, because I like the taste of beer.
You're sick.
I don't just drink it because I like to get buzzed.
You're sick.
I drink it because it tastes good to me. And I'm like, I can probably find a beer that's less calories, doesn't have alcohol in it, I can drink like during the week. And found,
you did.
Yeah,
You found it.
I found it at our local grocery store. I just went to hop in right after work one day, and I left my wallet in the car, but I usually pay with my phone, like the tap to pay.
Oh.
And
fancy.
I just brought it up to the self-register, like not even thinking about it. Put it on, did it, and then it said like, you need, someone has to come over to verify whatever. And
Right.
they came over, I was like, oh no, it's not alcoholic, I'm just getting, and like, oh, sorry, we have to have ID to.
You should have just went to normal checkout. They probably would just rang it up.
Well, that was the thing. I didn't have my wallet.
Yeah, but the fact that you can't do tap to pay at normal checkout?
No, you can.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You should have went to a normal register where the lady probably just looked right up at you and just swiped it through. But the fact that
The lady came up to me. She was right next to me.
I know, but she had to walk all the way over, and she's like, I have to put in a birthday. What's your birthday? Or I have to scan an ID to get through.
And that was the moment. I got denied my first beer purchase, and it wasn't even alcoholic.
Now, did you go back and get it?
Nope, never did.
You had it. They lost some business right there.
Well, it was just because like I hadn't gone back. I just like hadn't been there. Because we usually go to the ShopRite, but Stop and Shop is right across the street over here. It's more expensive. We just get like quick items there, and we haven't been there really since. Like, I just haven't had time to go get it. But I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna try out some non-alcoholic beer. See if it's
All it's cracked up to
worth, because it is kind of expensive. I think it's like $13 for like a 6-pack.
Jeez.
Yeah, and it's just like standard.
It's just
beer flavor.
It's just
it's like
bad tasting liquid.
It's just
with no purpose.
So I don't know if it's really the right purchase, but we'll see.
When in Rome, Jake.
When in Rome. Have you had any songs stuck in your head lately?
No.
No? I haven't really been listening to much new music. But I have been finding a lot of really good artists on TikTok though. That's one thing that place is good for, is discovering.
Is it?
I think so. Like, cuz like once you click on it or start to like enough and visit,
but you can only hear the best part of the songs on TikTok.
Yeah, but usually they link to their like Spotify or like SoundCloud.
Right.
But I found a lot of pretty decent artists from TikTok. I gotta say, it's one thing that they are good for.
Yeah, I already found a guy that was like teasing dropping a song for like months.
Yeah, they do that. They're like, "Oh, single coming soon," and it's like 4 months later, and you're like, "Drop it." They're like, "We're working on it."
Yeah. And then I think it dropped, and she's like, "It's okay."
Yeah, sometimes their live versions are better. But for some reason, I had the song "Bad Day" by Daniel. What was his name? Powder.
Oh.
Pewter.
So you had a bad day.
I don't know why that was stuck in my head today, but it kind of made me a little bit nostalgic. I don't know if I heard it or what. Someone might have just said bad day, and I was like,
I don't know if I heard it or what.
I don't know what it was, but man, the music back then was just, it just hit a little bit different, you know?
That's what you think?
I think so. I remember when there was new music out when we were younger that it was such a bigger deal.
I feel like it just had to do with
The way we consumed it, or what?
No, I feel like it had to do with like socially, like you couldn't, if you found something, you couldn't wait to go tell as many people as you could that you were the first one to find it.
Yeah.
Like now it's like, yeah, you'll share it with, like I'll share it with Ari, or you'll share it with Meg. That's about it. Like unless it's someone like really good that you like every song and you're gonna go see a concert of them, you're not gonna tell me about a new song you just heard. But I feel like in school, you wanted to be the one who found this song or this artist first before anyone else, because then, you know, it would be like, oh, Jake found out. Jake was listening to Lil Wayne before anyone.
Yep.
Now that doesn't really matter. And two, it would be like you'd be in group settings more often, whether it was in class, whether you were on a sports team. You would go to dances, Sweet 16s,
that's a good point too,
where everyone would be singing the words, or I don't know, it was right for to pump you up for a sports game or something. Like, I think with age comes, I don't know, different living scenarios.
Yeah, like you're just in a different social scenario a lot of the times, and then also you don't get to listen to a lot of other people's music. No. It's like usually just yours. Like you're not at a party where you're just like putting on someone's phone, or
right.
You know, it's
and like
play top hits.
Like if you're in the car, you're not usually with 5 friends that you've packed in the back going to Taco Bell or something.
Right.
Where you're
passing the aux cord around.
Yeah, passing the aux and singing or something, unless we're going on a road trip somewhere.
Right.
Now you're in the car alone more often than not, so you want to listen to either songs you know, try and find new songs that you're not really going to remember until you listen to them 100 times, or you're just going to listen to a podcast or radio.
That's right. That's right. That's why I talked about it a while ago. Still haven't done it, but I want to get a record player.
Got to make more friends.
Definitely need more friends because I need more music recommendations.
Or get a record player.
Well, usually our friend group usually passes around some pretty good music recommendations, but I don't always listen to them because I always forget that we've done that, and I'm like,
that's also true. We do have, I don't know if you want to call it a musical friend group, I guess, but we do.
Yeah, people who are very in tune with their musical likes, like they have their musical tastes, and then they really share it.
Yeah, but like, I think we're just a musical friend group in general. Most of us play an instrument, which is like, like usually, I feel like in a typical friend group, there's like one person who plays a guitar.
Yeah, that's pretty true. I would
say if you ever hung out with us, everyone can play a song on the piano or guitar or both. Yeah.
And for those of you that can't, it's fine. We're not calling you out.
It's fine. We're a better friend. We're a better friend group than you.
Yeah, I agree. It's a good point. But I talked about it a while ago. But I need to get a record player because I want to go to record stores and like sift through music again.
You're gonna be the record guy?
I don't need to be the record guy, but I want to like go find music again. I just miss that, I guess. My dad's really into it, so it'd be a good like
thing to talk about.
Yeah, it'd be a good bonding experience. He's huge into records. Loves records.
You know what, too? It also makes it easier on your loved ones and friends
for gifts. I know. That's what I'm saying. Get me a record.
Just get Jake a new record or
find me something you like. You think I'd like. I'll add to the collection. And I'll play it.
Collection. Exactly.
Yep.
So if anything, you're just looking out for everyone else.
I'm just making.
It's not even a selfish thing. It's just like I want it to be easier for you.
Selfless that I'm getting a record player.
That's right.
Selflessness. That's what it's all about.
Yes.
All right. You got anything else to throw at the people before we call it a day?
Besides the riddle?
Are we going riddle this week, or are we trying this week without?
Oh, that's right.
We did a test.
It's tough to know because...
Yeah, it's true. It is tough to know.
We didn't read any comments yet. Yeah. But, we could try this one without, so...
Let us know if you like this version better without there being a riddle in the show.
Just for the people who may have tuned in and stuck around this long...
For the riddle.
I can at least give you the answer, which I actually don't remember what the riddle was.
Something about if you find it, I think find it is in the riddle. Don't worry, I'll cut this part out, George.
I don't believe a word you said.
I'm in charge.
Well, I walked and walked, and at last
There it
I
is.
got it. I didn't want it, so I stopped and looked for it. When I found it, I threw it away. The answer, Jake,
I didn't get it.
was a thorn.
Okay.
Not the best riddle, but I guess maybe someone could have deduced it.
I mean, it makes sense now that you say that. but-
And then if anyone's still here listening at this point, and you're interested in the riddle, you have to go check out our Instagram.
yeah, because it
Any
ain't,
and everything
ain't gonna
show,
be
'cause
here.
I'm not gonna put it here, at least this week. It'll just be on our post like we usually do.
Yep. So you can't leave.
Well, maybe once we said the word riddle, they left. But anyway,
All right. Well, let's rate this beer, and then we'll call it a day.
yes, Jake, the Barrier Brewing Company Uncharted Waters.
Uncharted. I always thought it was Uncharted.
It's definitely Uncharted. It's definitely what you said.
Oh, it is Uncharted. I was reading Uncharted as you said Uncharted.
I just have been saying it wrong.
That's all right.
I said it 3 times this episode, Jake. It took you to the third time.
Live and learn.
Well, you've polished it off, so it sounds like it's going to be a decent.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It kind of gave me the same type of, I mean, it delivered the same throughout the entire episode. Didn't get better, didn't get worse. So it's an 8 for me. It was fine. It wasn't unbelievably amazing, but it wasn't anything that was terrible. So I would
was unbelievably amazing.
It wasn't unbelievably amazing, but it also wasn't bad at all.
I
It was pretty solid.
I think if I am correct in remembering, yes. Okay. So I'll rate it the percentage 7.8. For all the same reasons. It's
I'll drink it again.
yeah. I would definitely.
I would
have
get
this
it again.
I would look for this.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't look very hard.
If someone would be like, "Hey, do you know any IPAs that are not bitter, pretty sweet?" Like, boy, do I got the one for
Yeah.
you.
I would look for it again, but I'm not looking all over the place.
Sure. If I come across, I'd be like, "Oh, I remember that one.
I'll
That was
get
pretty
I'll
solid."
get that again. Yeah.
So yeah, thanks Ari for the purchase.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate anyone who wants to buy us a beer. Hey, if you really want to buy us a beer, you can go onto our website and there's a little button that says "Buy Us Around." I think or
Any and everything show.
buy around at anythameverything.com. You can buy us one right there.
Around.
Thanks for the support, everyone, and hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, week, month, whatever it may be.
Whenever you're listening to this.
Hopefully, you're getting all jolly for the holiday season.
Ho, ho,
And if not, you better get jolly.
No, you better get.
You better get damn jolly. George, anything to leave the people with?
Get jolly.
All right, get jolly. See you.
Thanks for listening to the Any and Everything Show.